boop 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 boop. So basically I'm trying out different theme tunes for Tardis Wiki Roulette. That was the first candidate. What do we think of the first candidate for our theme tune? Hello and welcome to Tardis Wiki Roulette, our first episode in the wonderful month of December. Did we ever do Bargain of the Mask? I don't know if we ever did Bargain of the Mask. We can do Bargain of the Mask though. And we could also do Syria as well. I will happily put Syria on the wheel. There we go. How is everyone doing today? Very happy to see you all. This is Tardis Wiki Roulette, the show where I, your wonderful host, and Alan, your wonderful host, are going to take you on a wondrous journey through the world of Doctor Who, using the incredible, infinite power of random chance. So the way that this game works is that you guys suggest things. We put them on this wheel over here. That always gets me every time. And then we look them up on the TardisWiki Wiki if they land on them. Earth 616 is multiverse. I'm not putting that on the wheel. I am not putting that on the wheel. Okay, right, so do we have any more? Because the wheel is looking pretty spectacular right now, I have to say. Ryan, can I send you a link? You can send me a link, Craig. That is fine. You can happily send me a link. I don't think I'll be able to watch it on here because I don't want to get copyright claimed, but you can still send me a link. That is fine. Yeah, make sure to like the stream, by the way. I will do an amusing challenge if we get a sufficient number of likes that you decide. Well, you already had me read the lyrics to Gangnam Style in an amusing tone, so I feel like at this point, basically nothing is off limits. I didn't fucking say that. I didn't say that. Don't you fucking dare. But yeah, please, does everyone like our tree? It's very important to Felicia that you like our tree. I like our tree. I think it looks very homey and warm. Hollow Knight on Wild Magic when? That's a good question. I'm open to playing other games on Wild Magic. I don't just have to play Baldur's Gate. By the way, check out Wild Magic on Twitch. I hope everyone's been doing good though. I hope everyone's had a good week. I'm going to probably spin the wheel now though, because I think we should get on with the game. It won't let you send me a link. I'm sorry, Craig. I'm sorry. Bored of God and Void? Is that a suggestion? Is that a suggestion, Najawin, or are you still talking about Syria? I'm going to spin the wheel now.
Yeah, baby.
It's a Hollow Knight thing? Okay. Oh! Wonderful! Wonderful. In the true spirit... I need to get my positioning right. In the true spirit of Tardis Wiki Roulette. Which is all about random chance. Our first choice today is going to be a random page. So let's see where we arrive. We're not going to remove this one. The random pages always stay on, as is my want. But yeah, I will take a look now. I really like that you guys added random. Why is this all messed up? Why are my widgets all messed up? Not supposed to look like that. Anyway, I'll go to the TardisWiki Wiki now. And we'll look at a random page. I don't know why it looks like that. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's good. I gotta say, I love that there's a random page feature on this. It's a wonderful, beautiful thing. Can I see? I can. Yeah, please send me the link on the next Wild Magic stream, which is tonight, by the way. Grimace. We killed Keferic Form last time, and it was a very challenging battle, and we lost fucking Lazel, which was pretty bad, but we'll see how that goes tonight. I will bring her back. Hello, Soto. I'm very glad to see you, as always. Thank you for brightening up our lives with your presence. Thank you for the Wild Magic link as well. Go follow Wild Magic. You don't have to watch, just follow. Although you should also watch, because it's pretty good. We have a good time. We have a Pokemon game. It's pretty great. So yeah, we're looking at a random page, and it's a pretty good one. I don't know why it looks like that right now. I think I should probably fix that. It's a prisoner from the mind of evil, though. Not sure why TardisWiki Wiki has decided to behave in such a manner. I think it's because it's too big right now. So let me just fix that really quickly. I'm good at this. I'm a professional content creator. I am. Oh god. That's right, the bar has sunk that low. An unnamed prisoner was an inmate of Stangmore Prison. When Harry Mailer and the Master led a breakout, the prisoners kept guard over the main gate disguised in a prison officer's uniform. When Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart, posing as a delivery van driver, arrived at the prison to drop off some provisions, the prisoner allowed him to go in, unaware that inside the van were not provisions but a unit assault team. The prisoner was then knocked out by one of the unit soldiers. Behind the scenes, Matthew Walters is credited for the Mind of Evil Episode 5 as main gate prisoner on screen and as main gate's prisoner in Radio Times. He also appears uncredited in episodes 3 and 4. What was that in the chat? Let me just check the chat real quick. I'm doing it the stupid way. That's the smart way. The tree's hard to comment on since it's in the background. It's this glowy guy over here. Hang on. Hang on. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. There you go. Now you can see the tree in all of its glory. Isn't it just glorious indeed? There you go. It's beautiful. You have read it. That's cool. You should start a TARDIS Wiki Roulette subreddit. That's what you should do, Craig. The CI... what's small? It is a small tree, yes. We don't have an ample amount of space, so we decided to get a small tree. I can't believe you didn't add the salute. YouTube probably would have liked that. What salute? It's a salute. Good idea, Ryan. Thank you. Thank you. You should do it. You should make one. You should make one. Okay. YouTube definitely wouldn't have liked that, Cookie Boy, and that's why I didn't put it on there. I got one of my videos flagged for that today. Actually, one of the TARDIS Wiki, one of the Write from Scratches, the Doctor Who Write from Scratches, and I don't know why, because I haven't like rewatched the episode to check, but like I'm assuming it's some shenanigans along those lines. Whoniverse, hello 313. Alright, what's this one? We'll add this one to the wheel real quick. And then we're going to go back to the wheel because we have another spin to do. Isn't that exciting? I know you guys like your wheel spins. Nazi Metal Gear Solid Solid Alert sound effect. I can say the word. I'm allowed to do that as long as I do it in the right context. The context of which is that they're bad and that I'm saying that they're bad. As long as I don't do that for too long. Dauntless Prison. What's the Dauntless Prison? I don't know. I don't really understand all of the rules of that. I'm not sure that anyone really understands the rules of that. I'm going to put Dauntless Prison right underneath Buttock. Right. So, I think we should begin by spinning a wheel. I say begin. We've already done one. That was a random page. We haven't landed on, like, a proper wheel spin yet. And the tension is high. Can you feel it? There are no rules, just vibes. That is true. Alan agrees, see? Oh, I did it again. Because Alan lives in opposite land over there. Okay, let's do random page. Why don't we? Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I just typed random page into Tardis Wiki. That's not going to yield good results, is it? Okay, so I go up to navigation and then random page. Tau duck was a type of duck found on Earth. It was worth 5 points in the I Spider book of Earth creatures if it was spotted. Oh. I guess you learn something new every day. I, Ryan. No, I, Ryan. The doctor's giddy aunt. Oh dear. Okay. Righty ho. Just gonna read, catch up with the chat. I got the doctors out. The wheel is revolting because you didn't add the salute, clearly. I, Tarzan. You, Claudius. Alright, I'm gonna do this. Tau duck was a kind of duck found on Earth. We did that one, so we're going on to the wheel of names now. And spin. Hogwarts Universe. Nah. Remove. Let's go again. What is going on today? Just for that, right above Buttock, but right under the word Joe, I am adding another random page to the wheel, bringing our entries up to 232. Okay, I guess we're doing another random page. Alright, I've got this next one up. A Command Performance was the 4th story in the 14th season of Jago and Lightfoot audios from Big Finish Productions. It's time for the Christmas Day pantomime at the New Regency Theatre. Oh, was that a bug? There's a bug crawling on my back. Oh my god. Did I get it? Did I get it? Cats, kill that bug. There was something on my back. Okay. And I felt something weird on there. There will have to be 2 chickens called Tau of different ranks. I know, there's something on my back. I know. It's still there. We can act like you said it first. It's okay, so. I guess the good old JK universe won't be done then. The good old JK universe. Probably that dumb beetle in there. Yeah, there's a beetle that keeps on showing up. It's crawled right on my back though. God damn it. Okay, let's keep reading. It's time for the Christmas Day pantomime at the New Regency Theatre. Jago is more stressed than usual. Not only has he got his deal with a packed house, messy stagehands, and peculiar acts, but there's a VIP coming. The problem is, this particular VIP can't possibly be coming for one simple reason. They're dead! Ooh. Okay, Lightfoot gives Ellie the dress he'd used as a disguise aboard the Evidence's airship. Ellie recounts her memory of Jago and Lightfoot's foes, including Gabriel Sanders, the Flickermen, the Scorchies, and the Old One. I still think it's insane that, like, the two, like, bumbling side characters from the racist episode of Doctor Who have, like, a really long-running Big Finish series. I think that's really... We live in such a weird world, man. The racist episode. Yes, the racist episode. There are other racist episodes, but Talons of Weng-Chiang is the definitive one. It takes the trophy in terms of racist episodes. But yes, there are lots of racist episodes of old Doctor Who. I would say The Two Doctors is one of the most racist episodes because its racism is like baked into the core of like its story and shit. But there's some pretty bad ones. There's a lot of racist moments as well, but I don't know if that necessarily makes an episode a racist episode in the same way that like Talons of Weng-Chiang is. So yeah, I don't know. I guess those are my immediate thoughts on that. I wrote the Giddy Art page while the stream was starting, by the way. Hope it comes up later. Oh, I hope it comes up too then. Name 3 racist episodes besides Weng-Chiang. I would say Claws of the Axos is a racist episode because it's very anti-immigrant. Like, the message of that there are these people offering to, like, integrate and emigrate with Earth, and then, like, it turns out that they're, like, deceptive and evil. I would say there's a lot of that in the first Doctor era. I'd say the Aztecs is pretty rough. End of Time Part 2. I'm not talking about New Who, although there are some episodes of New Who that are a bit iffy. But then with New Who, it's more moments, I would say. I can't really think of any episodes of New Who that I'd say, because for it to be like a racist episode, I feel like the racism has to be like up front and prominent. The Shakespeare Code is actually, yeah, that is a really good point. The Shakespeare Code is pretty rough. Human Nature, no, because Human Nature is commenting on the racism, and it's doing it in like quite a blunt and unpleasant way, but that's also quite realistic. I think Human Nature is like, well done. I wouldn't call Human Nature a racist episode of Doctor Who. Fuck, are we gonna cut this into a video? Yeah, I'd say Human Nature actually has some pretty good commentary on this, especially for the RTD era, which does kind of fumble the ball a few times in that regard. Xbox 360 is also a racist episode of Doctor Who. That is true. I will put that on. I feel like Xbox 360 was the racist episode of gaming, to be honest. I'll put Xbox 360 on there though. That's 2 I've got, right? I need to come up with Power of Kroll's pretty bad. Power of Kroll does some like noble savage stuff that I'm not particularly comfortable with. It's basically Avatar with kaiju. For those who haven't seen Power of Kroll. That's free. There you go. There's your free. Because I can't remember off the top of my head most of the first Doctors era. Not off the dome anyway. Although the latter is a redirect, that's also not a page. Okay. Oh, why are you in that Mickey? What about Mickey? What episode of classic Doctor Who that taken place in Africa? It's the first Doctor one. I know this. I know this too. Fuck. The girl in the fight. The Mickey Martha ship ending is a racist thing. Yes, that is true. That is true. It's very weird that they took the two like prominent black characters who were consistently portrayed as second best to white characters as a key part of their characterization, and then decided to pair them together and get them married despite them having no interactions beforehand whatsoever. Yeah, I would say that qualifies. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. The Doctor calls Mickey Rose's pet. That does happen, yes. Pretty bad as well. I'm not sure it's meant to be right. Yeah, but it's that's the thing though, is like that's still like white blindness. Like not understanding how that would have racist connotations is still like acting in white privilege. You know what I'm saying? So it's still harmful. Like it still sucks for like black fans of Doctor Who when they watch it and they see the prominent black characters be treated this way consistently for years. He's not the only non-white character. I mean, like, let's be real, Martha Jones's family gets treated worse than Jackie ever did. Ever. And I mean both in terms of what happens to them and the fact that they're never allowed to be shown as anything other than like antagonistic for like Martha and the Doctor. Like I don't know. I don't know. There's literally episodes of New Who where the black character like dies first as well. Like if you watch it and you have this in mind, like there's a lot of blind spots. They're never happy once. And like also like the fucking her dad left her mom for like a young white lady. It's full of like horrible stereotypes. The Doctor can't be black, at least one Doctor Who conservative. Yeah, a lot of people have said that, and a lot of those people were raised on those episodes of Doctor Who, and those are the main ones that they've seen. You get some piping up from classic Doctor Who people sometimes, but for the most part, like, a lot of them, like, in terms of the actual spaces and communities, the classic Who people tend to be, like, more progressive stuff. Martha's mother is always angry or scared, or angry and scared. That's also an important one. Martha's father is treated well, I mean, in terms of the story. Fairly, I suppose. He doesn't really get to be more than... He doesn't really get to have more than two dimensions, I'd say. In the same way that Martha's mother does. I think Martha gets treated pretty badly in general as a companion, especially compared to, like, Rose. What is the first Black Doctor? If you're not counting Lenny Henry, there's one in a fan film, I believe we're covering at some point. That would technically be the first one, I believe. But yeah, I guess Lenny Henry. I think it's more that RTD just writes female family members really badly, but he doesn't though. That's not true, because Jackie's a really well-written character, and Sylvia Noble is a fantastically written, well-written character. You're meant to not like Sylvia Noble, and they do a really good job of that. And Jackie, every now and again, just gets to drop the best line of the fucking season. So, I don't know. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I have not seen the Sarah Jane Adventures, and so I will not venture to comment on the Sarah Jane Adventures, because any comment I make on the Sarah Jane Adventures will be rooted in ignorance, because as stated before, I have not seen the Sarah Jane Adventures. I've heard it's good, though. I'm a cynical dude in my mid-30s. I'm not going to watch the Sarah Jane Adventures. Unless I get paid to watch the Sarah Jane Adventures. If I get paid a decent amount of money, I'll watch the Sarah Jane Adventures. So same with Class. I'll do a Class video. I've heard it's peak. I've heard it's really good. I just don't have the time unless unless it's grind set related. 13 Bannerman Road is where Sarah Jane Smith... I know that. I know 13 Bannerman Road is where Sarah Jane Smith lives. And it's home to things way beyond your imagination. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Daniel Anthony, if you want the annoying answer. I love the annoying answer. I always want the annoying... I always want the answer that's technically correct. That's the best kind of correct. You can make videos as you go through Sarah Jane Adventures. Watch it. Rise, grind, Sarah Jane Adventures. And then no sleep, because sleep is for the weak. Cookie Boy docked Sarah Jane. Oh no! There you go. There's your thumbnail image. It's all about that grind set. Okay, do we have an article to read or a wheel to spin? We have an article. I think I made an offhand joke and it dovetailed into a whole conversation. I think that was a tangent, and now we need to get back on track. Oh God. Craig the Panda wins the night. Craig the Panda does win the night. That was great. I don't think this one will make a YouTube angry, because I'm not sure how much YouTube knows about Enoch Powell. We'll look up Enoch Powell. That's fine. Enoch Powell was a British politician during the 20th century. He's a politician in the same way that a hagfish is a shark. You know what I mean? At some point, Powell promised rivers of blood. Thomas Edward Hawthorne believed Powell was right. Powell served as a member of Parliament. He was believed to have been the namesake for the Powell estate, as he had supposedly christened it. As such, the two towers were unofficially named called Powell and Enoch. This was not true, however. It was really named after the developer's mother-in-law, Mary Jane Powell. Enoch Powell was a Conservative Party and later Ulster Unionist Party MP. He is only identified by his surname in Nightshade. The Rivers in Blood mentioned in the novel refers to Powell's controversial 1968 Rivers of Blood speech, in which he quotes Virgil's Aeneid, with the quotation giving the speech its common name. The speech was a criticism of increased Commonwealth immigration. In Nightshade, the character of Thomas Hawthorne shares similar views to those expressed in Powell's speech. Oh shit, a Conservative. This isn't, no, Craig. This isn't like a regular Conservative. This dude was like far right. This dude was like very far right. Yeah, no. He was an unpleasant individual. Fuck that guy. No, he was a bad guy. He is a bad guy, Najman. He is a bad guy. He's a very bad guy. He would be applicable today to like, do we still have Nick Griffin? Is Nick Griffin still a thing? Because he's kind of like that, I would say, in terms of like his positions and stuff. He basically said that like if there was too much immigration to the UK, it would start a race war. That's what his whole thing was. He's bad. He is a bad sort. doing bad things. Lighting looks great in here, by the way. And now we're going to go on to a different thing. Although the Power State thing is quite funny. Right, we should spin the wheel again. Get that taste out of our mouth, yeah? Pride flag. Sweet. That's a lot better. Najawin, just because I say, like, oh, this far-right politician who said that all immigrants were violent or bad, doesn't mean you have to suddenly be like, oh, well, you don't think borders should exist? Like, why are you devil's advocating for a dude that you've never heard of before? Very weird. Don't do that, please. Oh no, you literally think borders shouldn't exist? Oh, good. Fair enough. Enough about Pride. He would have loved that. I hope that he's really, really like angry, or whatever wing of hell he's in. I hope he's very angry. It's lag. Oh no. Oh, I think we're back. Let's see. I think we are back. Are we good? Najawin, it's hard to read sarcasm on the internet, but I'm glad that you were saying the right thing. I just didn't want to see a viewer that I value accidentally step in some doo-doo. Just missed like 14 seconds. Oh, that's good. You didn't notice, so you sped it up. That's good. All right, so we're looking up pride flags, right, on the Tardis Wiki. Cool. Let's do that. There existed a flag bearing the colours of the rainbow. It's very poetic. I like that. Several instances of the flag were present at Manchester Pride, as seen in an image posted by Panda to his Twitter account. The image of the flag was present on the screens of the monks' propaganda machine at the cathedral. Panda once held the flag. Pride flags are symbols of the LGBTQ+ community. The flag seen in the above sources that use the colours of the rainbow is the gay pride flag. Other pride flags that use different colour combinations to represent more specific parts of the community also exist. While these alternate flags have yet to appear in any official sources, they have appeared in various pieces of fan art and other pieces shared by the official Doctor Who Twitter under the hashtag FanArtFriday. Sweet. Awesome. I think that did a great job of washing that bad taste out of our mouth, don't you? I like that opening statement, by the way. It's nice. A nice little touch. Alright, let's spin the wheel again. Oh no. Oh good. Alright, so Paul Ma's father's girlfriend. Great, we'll look at that. However, I just really want to quickly say, for a brief, horrible second, I thought that it was going to say Piers Morgan, because I can vaguely make out some letters when I look at the wheel, and I can't read the full thing. That was quite amusing to me. Let's take a look at Paul Ma's father's girlfriend. Let's do that. We don't use there existed enough. I know, it's true. If this stream gets 9 likes, Ryan will watch Mr. Budge. Snobbery was your gateway drug. Paul Mars was in his teens a few years after his father broke up with his man, but Paul's father had a girlfriend. Ryan, if this stream gets 8 likes, Ryan will watch a Costco guys video. Think of another song you want me to read the lyrics to in an amusing voice. I'll do that again. I'll do that again. You know, Richard Spencer has basically radicalized himself into being a Biden voter because he hates everyone in the alt-right. He thinks he's better than all of them. That's really funny. New Norm theme song. I will read out the New Norm theme song. If I get 9 likes, I'll read out the New Norm theme song. It is your duty to provide those likes. So come on, let's let's go. Give me that shit, people. I see I have 7 right now, so we're close. We're close. 9 likes, and I will read the lyrics to the New Norm theme song in an amusing voice. And hopefully Elon Musk will see it and get personally offended. Insert the New Norm joke here. Insert the New Norm joke here. Indeed. I watched a little bit of it, and I thought it was some of the worst shit I've ever seen. Eight likes? Hell yeah. The wheel has decreed that Ted will be the next entry for the Tardis Wiki Roulette. Isn't that exciting? Let's take a look. Ted, disambiguation. Ted has several meanings pertinent to the Doctor Who universe and the real world. They are listed below in alphabetical order by surname. If no surname is available, alphabetization occurs by the disambiguation term. That is the bit between the parentheses in a title, like waitress, open brackets, Vincent and the Doctor, close brackets. Do we hit 9 likes? I need to read the Teds and then I'll do it, okay? I'll do it. Ted, the site manager at Devastation Hall. Ted, a morgue attendant at the Walker General Hospital. Ted, a mechanic at Harrington Aerodrome. Ted, an employee who helped to load and unload a weeping angel for Sammy Starr's Magic Act. Ted Rogers, a member of an expedition crew to Telos. Ted Hughes, a miner in I'm gonna try Lanfairfac. Did I get that right? I apologize if I didn't get that right. I'm so sorry. Ted Moss, a member of the cult that worshipped the Fendal. Ted Henniker, a rebel against the Cybermen on Agora. Actors: Ted Mattison, who played a Phi Corps representative in TV Deed of Night. Ted Samuels, who did special effects for the invalid films Doctor Who and the Daleks and Dalek Invasion to 2150 AD. What the fuck just happened there? Ted Walter, the film editor. Ted Lloyd, the production manager in the feature film Doctor Who and the Daleks. Ted Wallace, the production manager on the feature film Daleks Invasion Earth. It's good. Those are not invalid, disgusting page. Burn it! Okay. I'm looking up the lyrics now. I'm looking them up. Well, I can't find... Oh. Does someone have... Does someone have the lyrics to the song? Because if you have the lyrics to the song, I will do it. Because I'm just doing a quick Google search right now, and I'm not finding I'm not finding them anywhere. Anywhere. Say land. How do I say it fairly? Can you write it out phonetically? So, oh, and then I will say it fairly. Vivian Rook. I will put Vivian Rook on the wheel. But yeah, no, you asked me to do this, so I'm gonna do it. But I need to know. Can't even do English now. The Welsh have got. It's in Discord? Amazing. I'll check the Discord. 1 second. 1 second. I'm doing it now. You guys are the best, by the way. Make sure to join our Discord. Lyrics are here. That's the song. That's just the video of the song. What, am I gonna have to write these down? Oh. Hang on. It fairly? It fairly? Is that how you're supposed to say it? Have I got that? I have got that. Thank you for correcting me, Soto. If this stream gets 10 likes, Ryan will finally do Doctor Who from scratch. I will do Doctor Who from scratch. I don't know when, but I'll do it. I'll do a Doctor Who. If you guys really want one, I'll start Doctor Who from scratch up again. I totally missed the joke, huh? It fairly. I did miss the joke, yeah. I don't know. Try to do the right thing. You typed out under the video. Oh, you absolute legend. Thank you. Thank you so much, Cookie Boy. That is very, very appreciated. I have to say. You are a good Cookie Boy. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready for this? Are we ready for this? Okay. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this right. Okay. Alright. The new norm ain't the same as the old norm. Everything's changing, and I don't know when. This woke nightmare will end. And thank God for Elon Musk and his shitpost memes. X is the home for free speech. We're just gonna put that out tomorrow. Just put that out tomorrow as a video. I appreciate how genuine and heartfelt you were being with my dad joke though. You sound like a poet. I am a voice actor. Oh. Thank you though, I appreciate that. Genuinely I do. I'm glad that you all enjoyed that. Someone unliked the fucking video! Oh my god! One of you fucks is sitting there just like tears in your ears from that beautiful delivery. Well, I think of a good one for Thursday. I'll do one on Thursday as well. I'll start doing these. They're fun. Did we just a segment? I think we did. We should spin the wheel now though. That was good. That was good. I enjoyed that. Let's spin the wheel. Haha, catch you by surprise. By delivering on the premise of the show. Can you fucking imagine such a thing? Tears in my ears. That's amazing. When tears in my ears that's gonna be a thing now. Oh, that was a very naughty thing that Russia did, Nashaway. They're such cheeky so-and-sos. That Vladimir Putin's such a scamp. Alright. Aladdin, or Al-Adin, was a title character in a popular fairy tale which was often adapted into pantomime. The story featured a lamp and a mighty cave. Magic cave. I don't know why I read that as mighty. Aside from the titular character, other characters in the story included Princess Jasmine, a genie, Widow Twanky. What? I don't remember a Widow Twanky from the beloved Disney movie starring Robin Williams and some other losers. I don't remember that. And an evil sorcerer. I do remember that. Joe Grant played Aladdin in an unit staff Christmas panto in the 1970s. With Mike Yates as Widow Twanky and the Third Doctor as the Wicked Sorcerer. I would love to see that panto. I would love to see the panto where the Third Doctor plays Jafar. Panto isn't real and the UK is a panto country. I am intimately familiar with panto to a degree which is frankly horrifically embarrassing, and I will say no more about. Widow Twanky is a good page, by the way. I will add Widow Twanky. It sounds dirty. Widow Twanky sounds like they're slipping a dirty joke past the kids directly into the adults, thus inducing a physiological effect, which some people describe as tears in their ears. Next Wild Magic stream, Ryan will play the Aladdin Super Nintendo game. We do need to think of a second game for Wild Magic though. Like, genuinely. We do. Did you know that there are fewer countries that can produce jet engines than can produce nukes? Fun fact, I did know that, yes. She's always played by an older cis man. Well, in the Aladdin panto. Hollow Knight. I've heard Hollow Knight is good. I might consider. I need to hear from more than one of you that I need to play a game though. You need to find some form of consensus and then actually show up on the Twitch, on the stream. Thank you for the link, by the way. It's going very well. I'm very happy with the Twitch stream. I'm very happy that a bunch of you do show up. It's always very good to see you. My heart does like warm up whenever I see one of you pop in. If this stream cuts, I'm not becoming a VTuber. I don't even know what VTube is. Undertale, have I played? I have not played Undertale. I would love to play Undertale. I'd love to try a bunch of these for like the first time as well. I'd be down for doing that. You should play Kamala Tale. Is that a real thing? I feel like Kamala's kind of over. I feel like that fad is done. What's VTube? I know, I want to know what VTube is now. What's VTube? It's a fan game, but yes, of course it is. I feel so bad for the person who put all that effort into making that game and then she fucking loses. Like the losing loser she is. No, I wanted to say, I'd be happy to do some other games on Wild Magic though. I have to think about it, but yeah. I'm down. I'm especially down for doing some like less known stuff as well, because I don't want to play things that are like too saturated. Like Baldur's Gate is nice because like it's popular, but it's not too popular. You know what I'm saying? If this stream gets 11 likes, Ryan will become a car. They have an avatar that's controlled by real movements called us. I knew people who were big Kamala Harris fans, so like actually big Kamala Harris fans. I know people who are. They were very upset. They were very upset. I'm still not particularly pleased about it. I think you got to carry on steely-eyed though. I was expecting it's called the Democratic Party, so oh shit. Oh god, you guys are the best. So they stream the avatar, not a camera of themselves. That's kind of lame. Why would I want to do that when I have this? Why would I do that? It doesn't make sense. It's not like I'm not confident. It's not like I need something like that. Like, why would I do that? Strange decision to make. You were always a Warren guy. I don't know enough about Warren to comment one way or the other. I can see why someone would want to do that if they didn't want to show their face. To be clear, I'm not dissing the practice of doing that. I think it's actually a really clever way, especially like if you're starting out streaming but you don't feel confident. Like, it's a good way to kind of learn the tricks of the trade of like performing and like public speaking and stuff, without having to kind of be vulnerable and put yourself out there by showing your face. I completely think that's a good thing, and that people should do it as they develop. Me personally though, I don't need it, because I'm fine with all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I've already passed that point, because I used to be like a musician and I used to like work with actors and stuff, so I still work with actors in fact, so it's never really been an issue. But yeah, no, for people who do want to start streaming, using an avatar is probably a good way to go about it if you're not feeling 100% confident. Yeah. But if that's what VTube is, I will not be doing that. Running this, running Something Blue, and running the Twitch, that's enough for me right now. Gotta focus on getting the things you have going good first. You know what I'm saying? I do appreciate all of you coming on this like journey with me with the Tardis Wiki Roulette and stuff though. It was a real risk like starting the live streaming and stuff, like could have tanked the entire channel to be honest, and since it started, like, I don't know, it's a really nice little community that's like formed, and I'm really happy to see it, so like thank you guys. I mean it. Now we should probably keep reading this and then spin the wheel again, shouldn't we? Hey! Ledworth Duck Pond is ready for Alan, I hope, because it's going on the wheel. Or should we wait for Christmas? I'll wait, we'll see. If the stream gets 11 likes, Ryan will say a slur. No, I fucking won't. No, I fucking won't. I literally just became a proper content creator. I'm not about to fuck it up. It's ready? Fuck yeah! I'm sure it's fine if you can reclaim it. I don't want to have to fucking explain the nuances of that to YouTube though. That's the thing. And also slurs are bad, which should be the more important thing. Oh, you guys. I missed the joke. I want to see the joke. British is a slur. Don't. Do you know, Najawin, there's actually people who like British people who say like, well, we get called Brits, so we're allowed to use slurs. There are conservative British people who use that justification for like freely using racial slurs. That is an actual thing that conservative British people do. What about sea devil or land parasite? Those aren't. Well, I mean, the thing is that saying the word sea devil is not going to get me demonetized. I'm not popular enough to be cancelled yet, but definitely popular enough to be demonetized. What's a land parrot? What is that? What you're not I notice you're not censoring it with asterisks though, so it's clearly not that bad. I still think I'd reclaim that as a sea devil. It's badass. It is badass. Cat Ryan said the slur. Cancelled him. We did the page. It was said in Legend of the Sea Devils. Bold abusive thing. I didn't assume I remember anything from Legend of the Sea Devils. I barely remember my own name half the time. Alright, let's spin a wheel. Yeah, and catch some feels, maybe. And hopefully we can make it feel real. And do it with zeal. Yeah. Wonder what it's going to be this time. The Good Life, the TV series. Oh, Alan, you're so random. I don't know if any of you are old enough for that particular insufferable trend, but my god, was it an insufferable trend. The Good Life TV series. On Christmas 2006, Jeremy put on the Christmas 1977 episode of The Good Life. Among other Christmas specials, the 11th Doctor once wore The Good Life themed underwears. Pros, the Doctor's Guide to Fashion. All I need is a little of the good. 3 random pages in a row. I know! We did this page. Can we look at the underwear again? You can look at the underwear again. It is a cool image. You were sadly old enough for people to go, lol, I'm so random. I know. I know. What a time. What a time to be alive. A bad time to be alive. I'm not putting it back in the wheel, Craig. Don't think you can get that past me just because I'm a barely functional human being. You fucking take advantage. Just kidding, boo. I love you. Alright, let's spin the wheel again. See what it lands on this time. See, shit like that. You can't do that with like a weird anime girl avatar. Universe. Hello, 313. Come on, feed the underwear for Ish. Well, if I get 12 likes, maybe. Maybe we'll go back onto the Good Life themed underwear. I know where it is now, after all. Question I want answered is, which episodes of Doctor Who was the 11th Doctor wearing those underwear in? I want to know. Anyway. Soto just said that would make such a video. By the way. Which episodes Matt Smith is wearing the Good Life underwear in? Like under his clothes? Yeah. No, I know. No, I don't mean like him just in the underwear. I mean like which episodes was he wearing the underwear in? Like was he wearing them in Victory of the Daleks? He wore them in every episode and nothing else. His costume was a perception filter thingy in name of the... I think this should be a video. I wonder if I could get sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Oh, what if I could get sponsored by Manscaped? Wouldn't that be something? Okay. We should spin the wheel again. No one saw anything. Oh shit. Jillian who? Still thinking about Faye running back and forth. She posts the wild magic link again. It was a distraction. Guys, did it work? Why don't you tell me whether it worked by, if you think it worked, go over to Twitch/wildmagic and follow me. And if you don't think it worked, go to Twitch/wildmagic and follow me. And I will feed the results into a complex computer that will make many complex calculations. It will feed me the result and then I will burn it. Yeah, do that. It'd be great. It'd be larks, you know, it'd be great larks. You saw Felicia. Well, yeah, you already follow me, I think, on Wild Magic, so you're alright. So, you should follow me on Wild Magic. No! Unbelievably, I actually already am at, like, I'm at the viewer threshold already. I just need to get more followers. So everybody give me your followers. Alright, let's do this. Imagine thinking these people have Twitch accounts. Craig made a Twitch account because Craig is a goddamn champion. Alright, let's spin the wheel. Yeah, baby. I'm not gonna time out you. You needed your crochet hook. Okay. Campaign, unreleased novel. You'll burn our names and use sympathetic magic to cause human spontaneous combustions. I'm here for it. I'm glad you're here for it. Why don't you show me how here for you are by subscribing to twitch.tv/wildmagic. You do not have a Twitch at the moment. At the moment. That implies that there's a moment in the future where you will have one. And in that moment in the future where you will have one, you will subscribe to twitch.tv/magic. Not subscribe, follow. Follow. You don't have to subscribe. Aristide has a Twitch but doesn't use it. Well, Aristide should use that Twitch to follow twitch.tv/wildmagic. Okay, we're gonna do this now. That was quite enough silliness. for that bit, and now it's time for this bit. Campaign, or Burning Artemis, was a first Doctor novel commissioned by BBC Books from writer Jim Mortimore for the Past Doctor Adventures range. The story would have featured the first Doctor Ian Chesterton, Barbara Wright and Susan meeting Alexander the Great. However, following Mortimore's delivery of the completed novel, BBC Books cancelled it, citing its divergence from the agreed-upon outline. The finished campaign was an experimental book set entirely in the TARDIS in the apparent aftermath of their adventure with Alex. My, that sure was a thrilling adventure with Alexander the Great! And the Daleks showed up as well! Unbelievable. The characters were experiencing a collapse in time, which was rendered through the style and background changing from chapter to chapter, or paragraph to paragraph. The final chapter revealed that the events were part of a highly advanced virtual reality game the Doctor and his companions played in the TARDIS. So, I think that it was all just a video game is such a fun, like, subversion of, like, it was all just a dream. Craig has a Twitch now. You should also follow Craig's Twitch as well. I wouldn't be soothed by 8. 8 would have me constantly on edge. Constantly. I don't trust that man. So I don't trust that man with a fiver, let alone, like, my life. But Pagliacci, I am the Doctor. Unless Craig is streaming, no reason to follow him. You are cold-blooded, Narjawen. I do stream though. It's true. With his TARDIS usable, the Doctor agrees to take young Alexander for a test drive, but the TARDIS breaks down and scatters its occupants throughout history. Young Alexander is sent to his original time and place, and the Doctor has to follow the Persian campaign to collect his companions. Barbara arrives in India at the end of Alexander's campaign as he prepares to invade. She escapes the slaughter by posing as a handmaiden in Alexander's party. However, when she cannot save the king's infant son from an illness, she is sent to be executed. Thankfully, her life is spared by Alexander's young Persian wife, Susan. What the fuck is this? Susan materializes at an earlier time in the campaign and plans to influence Alexander away from invasion towards diplomacy by posing as a Persian princess, who he calls Little Star. However, she is recognized by Cletus, a trusted advisor who met her years prior when the Doctor tutored Alexander. Cletus denounces Susan as a spy or a demon, but Alexander has grown attached to the idea of marrying into Persian royalty, so he drunkenly kills Cletus. Susan agrees to marry the king, but fails to deter him from massacring a town. With horror, she recognizes Ian among the fight. This is crazy! People following me would be very weird and I wouldn't like it. I like being followed. I love it. I love the fact that I have a following. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Give me all of your attention. All of it. Every single second of it. I believe it's pronounced clitoris. Look out my window. Why? Why should I look out my window? Oh, hi, Soho! How considerate of you to show up. No, I won't be letting you in. It's so bizarre. In Minecraft. So he drunkenly kills Cletus. Yeah, that's that part. Ian Material. This is a video, by the way. This is 100% a video. Like, I can literally see, like, the title and thumbnail, like, right now. This aborted Doctor Who novel is insane. And then, like, the thumbnail would be, I gotta have Alexander the Great there. You gotta have the first Doctor there. And I feel like you gotta have Susan there. God damn it, Craig, I know what that word means. The Doctor rescues each of his companions at the moment they were supposed to be killed. Now they have to return to Macedonia and find the TARDIS without being recognised. Alexander captures the group, but Ian escapes, knowing that the Doctors wish to return home rather than invading India. Rather than that the soldiers wish to return home. Ian convinces the generals not to follow their king. Ian announces the rebellion to Alexander, challenging him to live up to the ideals of his youth. The king acquiesces and agrees to return to Macedonia. With history set back on the right track, the Doctor prepares to return to the TARDIS, but his companions feel emotionally conflicted and insist that they stay for Alexander's death in Babylon. Oh, fuck. No, we need to make sure that he's gone, grandfather. Though BBC Works ultimately decided not to publish Campaign, Mortimer self-published it in 2000 with all proceeds going to charity. As this release was unlicensed, it was outside of the scope of this wiki. The idea of a First Doctor historical featuring Alexander the Great was first floated in 1964 as a television story, and the premise would eventually be realised in 2010 in audio form with Big Finish's Farewell Great Macedon. Campaign featured references to or elements from a number of obscure stories or unproduced pictures from Doctor Who's first years, including The Masters of Luxor, Doctor Who in an exciting adventure with the Daleks, Doctor Who in the Invasion from Space, and the Doctor Who memos. A similar video game twist ending was used in the Doctor Who magazine comic story Happy Death Day with the 8th Doctor. Craig spreading misinformation, you know what it means. I know. I like Suka, I will say, Najwen. I think that that's a good insult. I've always thought so. Has a certain bite to it, I feel. As a connoisseur of horrible things to call people. Sometimes you just gotta stand your ground, you know? Let's spin the wheel. Yeah, baby. Man, what the fuck was that gonna be? Don't know that one. It means bitch in Russian, Suka. Cross-dressing. But it mainly refers to men, essentially. It's like a braggadocio, like a cishet masculine thing. What's Sorcon? I don't know what Sorcon is, unfortunately. I don't have access to that knowledge at this time. If someone would like to elucidate as to what Sorcon is, that would be great. You know, if any of you ever say something that I think is bad, I'll be like, what does that mean? Explain to the class what that means. And then explain it to your parents. Sword on these nuts! Oh, I got him! Counter-Strike Global Offensive. We have landed on the article for cross-dressing, by the way. That's what we're looking up next. On the exciting world of TARDIS Wiki Roulette. Cross-dressing was the act of wearing items of clothing culturally associated with another gender. Rose Tyler, a human from 2000's London, was scandalised to find that a Slovene impersonating the Ninth Doctor was a girl. Slitst Flayflut Marvathon Slovene. Although Slist saw nothing of it, Rose made a point to note that she was a cross-dressing Slovene. While wearing a synthetic skin suit of the Doctor, Rose quipped that Jack Harkness would love her for that. What the fuck? Rose being like, yeah, what are you? One of them gays? Hey? What the fuck? At the same time, consistent behaviour with her TV incarnation. What just happened? See, Cookie Boy knows where it's at. Cookie Boy knows. The third Doctor disguised himself as a cleaning lady while infiltrating global chemicals. Several incarnations later, the 13th Doctor noticed that she hadn't shopped for women's clothing in a while. After regenerating from her male predecessor, she remained in his clothes for an extended period of time before acquiring an outfit of her own from a charity shop. While living with Panda in the 2000s, Tom once dressed up in drag for Halloween and called himself Earth of White and... During the War in Heaven, dressing up as a woman was a tactic used by male Great House agents to infiltrate opposing. And then it gets weird. Trust the War in Heaven to make things weird. We were here reading a perfectly innocent fucking article about cross-dressing here on Tardis Wiki Roulette. Subscribe to Something Blue Audio, by the way. And, you know, just comes and Wars in Heavens it right up. Better to be able to handle the Robertson, I believe that agents with being transgender and cross-dressing are they're not the same thing. War in Heaven author. It's strange that that's in there. Cross-dressing is the most powerful weapon in the War in Heaven. Is that a Lawrence Miles original? I don't have anything else to add to that. 10th Doctor actor David Tennant cross-dressed as he played the role of a female companion to the Doctor, played by Justin Lee Collins, in a comedic sketch as part of an episode of Channel 4's The Friday Night Project. A later episode saw Collins cross-dressed with Donna Noble actor Catherine Tate as they played the role of the Bride Donna and the 10th Doctor, respectively. Every actor in the role of the Doctor, except for William Hartnell and Paul McGann, is cross-dressed as part of a role in a TV show or film, while Patrick Troughton, Paul Pertwee, John Pertwee, and Jodie Whittaker have done so on Doctor Who itself. Alright. Yeah, last spin of the night, people! Last orders! Sexism! I'm not going to say wonderful to that one. I am going to put it in the TardisWiki Wiki though. Let's see what it has to say. Sexism was the idea that all members of one gender were superior or inferior to another. Sexism could be found throughout human history towards both women and men. Women in the early 17th century were often suspected of witchcraft and burned or drowned for it. Otherwise, women were frequently regarded as lesser than their male counterparts, at best. Indeed, the 13th Doctor remarked that this era was a hard time for women because when we're not being drowned, we're being patronised to death. While visiting Regency London in 1814, Bill Potts was subjected to sexist as well as racist remarks from Lord Sutcliffe, who referred to her as a creature and demanded her to show respect in the presence of her betters. The 12th Doctor responded by punching him in the face, knocking him down. I feel like it was 80% racism and 20% sexism there. Not to defend what he was doing, because let me make it clear, it was a lot of racism. Hi there, Thomas Sahim. You showed up on like the final spin. But good to see you. Very good to see you as always. Ros Forrester found it difficult to understand the racism and sexism that she experienced in Paris in 1919, since such attitudes did not exist between humans in the 30th century from where she came. One professor in 1963, Professor Garland, held that women were not suited to serious academic study as they tended towards emotionalism and lacked the necessary temperament. He promoted a far less skilled employee at the National Museum, Timothy, over Helen Sinclair. Some people would casually make sexist remarks, as Perry Brown believed that men were incapable of explaining simple mechanics, and River Song thought that it looked weird when a man was thinking. I am glad that those are on there too. On the Inferno Earth, sexism was a major social faux pas by the 19th. What? What? Why? Oh, gender equality like the Nazis. Fuck you doing, 1970s Doctor Who writers. In the Daft Dimension by 1971, 1970s racist and sexist flavour crisps were being sold. Also, in the Daft Dimension, the Daleks had a variant called the Sexist Daleks, which they deployed as a countermeasure when they discovered that the Doctor would become a woman. Compared to the embarrassment of his successors, the first Doctor held some mildly sexist attitudes. When he first met Tiva Yavanka during the game of Rassilon, he assumed that she got refreshments for his future self. The fifth Doctor, asking his companion to humour his younger self's quirks. At the end of his life, the first Doctor crossed paths with the 12th, initially doubtful that the man was his future self and not liking him. The first Doctor deliberately exaggerated his attitudes to annoy and embarrass his future counterpart. As he grew to approve of the 12th Doctor, he abandoned these remarks. Completely ignoring how cis men are affected by themselves by misogyny is dumb and doesn't actually help. True. And on that bombshell, we are at the end of our time together tonight. However, I will be live tonight on Wild Magic, so make sure to go to twitch.tv/wildmagic. We will be doing 4 hours of Baldur's Gate. Can you Adam and Eve it? It's going to be a wonderful time. So, until then, have a wonderful time, have a wonderful night, and I will see you soon. Bye!